So I infiltrated the Yellow Deli cult with YouTuber Reckless Ben, and I was wearing these secret spy glasses, and they had no idea I was recording. But before this video starts, I just want to say this video is for educational, documentary purposes and is allowed on YouTube. We're trying to shed light about this cult and get the information out there and hopefully help someone, save someone, and hopefully just take down this disgusting, disturbing cult for good. But let's get into the video.
Some people accuse us of being brainwashing cult.
They have a misunderstanding of who we are. We're a cult and things like that.
Obviously, the members in this cult are insanely brainwashed. You just want to like shake them and be like, hey, snap out of it. But they don't want to admit that.
And my brain does need washing, but it's not just like simple as drinking some Kool-Aid.
He's saying it's not as simple as drinking the Kool-Aid. So Kool-Aid's a culty thing. It's not just your normal standard cult practice. You're saying what we're doing is different.
But we're trying to gain their trust and be part of this cult for as long as we can. So we got to learn everything. We got to act like we want to be them.
Dude, I'm going to get baptized, dude. I'm going to become a baptized disciple of this cult.
You're crazy, dude. I'll be there trying to film with my spy glasses, but I'm not getting baptized. You're nuts.
So basically, we sat down with this guy because we're like, how do we get baptized?
And the things you learn is absolutely, I'll just let them tell you.
Whoever wants to be my disciple must give up his family, his mother, father, sister, brother, wives, husbands.
That's a lot of things you have to give up. Wow.
Lands, possessions, and he said, yes, even his own life.
That's a lot of things. And then he says your own life. And that makes everything else seem like nothing. Wow.
I mean, the cult members, they seem like it's like totally okay. And this is normal.
I knew what I was going to have to give up. I was going to have to give up my friends, my family, anything I desire, any relationship I had. I knew I was going to have to give all that up.
He literally seems so excited.
All he had to do is give everything up and he gets to spend eternity in heaven. That sounds sick to him. I mean, it's not true, but I mean, he believes it, so he's happy.
Now this cult member, he's telling us that, well, like, I'll just let him tell you.
Just let me start over. Let me be like a blank page.
You're gonna have to like unlearn a lot of things and learn it from a different spirit.
It's all gotta go, let it go. I just want to start over.
You need to let Yeshua just completely take over your brain and you almost become like a different person, you know, and it's for the better. I feel like I'm ready because I am a blank slate right now. Like I have nothing, you know, I'm really ready.
So the guy just said, we're definitely not a cult. Everyone thinks we're a cult. Why would they think that? They're crazy for thinking that. And then immediately go, you have to be a blank slate. You have to relearn everything. You have to get rid of your families. But we promise we're not a cult. But now I want to play into their narrative and get brainwashed. So that way I can relearn everything. Well, mostly just to gain their trust, but also to relearn everything.
Blank slate. I'm a blank slate. I'm ready to be the blank slate. I want to be a blank slate. Hopefully I de-brainwashed Ben and Daniel. We realize that we're brainwashed. A lot of people are brainwashed. They don't realize it. By us being here, we realize that we've been brainwashed. I'm ready to be saved.
Dude, we're ready to be saved, man.
I'm ready to be saved. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Now that I'm brainwashed, I want to see how brainwashed all the other members were. So I decided to ask them what they now think about their families.
My mother actually really came against the community. Really? And she'd read things on the internet and hear things, and she just kind of came to a judgment about the community in general. She believed that I'm part of some of the cult, so she got pretty intense about it.
I mean, obviously, like, they're going to be, like, love bombing her, so she reads up, like, they beat their kids online, and then she comes to the cult, and then they're like, I love you, and she's like, oh, but I see that you beat kids, and he's like, all we did was love her, we love bombed her, why is she saying these things about us? Basically, he's just not understanding the fact that she's able to look past the love bombing, and he's like, we love bombed her, like, this was her experience.
Well, I've gotten comments on this video, like, they're actually nice people.
At the end of the day, that's just the general public's opinion about this restaurant, is that they're just nice people.
We're in a whole time where a lot of people like us because food, nice.
It's because that's the front they put up, because most people don't decide to look deeper into them because honestly they're kind of boring. So it's like, why would I look deeper into them? They just live simple lives, they don't use technology. But then once you look in a little deeper, you're like, wait, this isn't boring, this is actually terrible. And that's what this video series is like out to expose. Also, another thing that was kind of strange is, like, we would just be talking and then he would be like, you can't say that. And I'm like, what? And he's like, the word sweet, you can't say that.
And then apparently, like, I use the word dude all the time. I didn't know they had a meaning, what dude actually means.
What's dude mean again?
It's like a big ball of somebody's body.
Wait, really? Yeah. That's a dude? So every time I call someone a dude, I'm calling them a rectum pimple.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I feel so bad now. I used to call people dude all the time, but I'm just calling them a pimple on someone's butt. That's disgusting.
Wait, you have a dude on your butt?
I got a dude on my butt, man. I need to pop it.
Oh, I'll help you pop it.
No, not on camera, not on camera.
You don't think it'd be a funny
Okay,
thing?
you know how awkward this is right now, right? You know how awkward this moment is between us?
It's not that awkward. I just want to pop your pimple.
Well, so basically,
pop your dude.
So basically, this cult, they don't associate with the outside world, so they don't know how to talk to people. So when we talk to them, it's insanely awkward.
Yeah, I'm becoming quite the character for all the work they have me do.
Yeah.
I literally broke. I couldn't, because dude, it's so awkward talking to them.
So obviously they don't associate with the outside world, like I just said. And so we asked them if they even knew who the president of the United States is.
You know Joe Biden? He's the vice president, right?
I mean, he's technically correct if this was 10 years ago. So obviously these guys are super blocked off from the outside world, and it's how does someone become this blocked off? So starting from the beginning, when we first joined, we were asking these guys what their story was and how they joined.
When were you a guest here before you got baptized?
For about a month and a half.
Oh wow.
Were you religious before you came here?
No, not at all.
But like we did with the other cult member, we wanted to know if his parents were against him being at this cult.
Were your parents supportive of you
No,
here?
no, really. It's been terrible. But it went from bad to really bad for years and years and years. Pretty much I haven't been able to have a relationship with them because it's so bad.
What happened?
They got scared about me being here. Because of fear, they started looking into, there's these anti-cult movements out there.
Wait, but I thought this wasn't the cult.
That's what I'm saying, dude. They want to say that because I feel like they have to say that. But I think inside they know it's a cult.
It started in the 70s to try to get people out of places like this.
Really?
And they just really try really hard to get people. Since the 70s, it's been like that, 60s, when there was a lot of communes and stuff like that, and wealthy parents would get scared, and these people would work with the parents to try to get their children out. They got involved with these people, and these people started putting lots of fear into them. They just fell for it all, and they weren't really honest with me about what they were getting into, but it was just very underground. They got family involved, and then they pretty much came here, hired these people, that pretty much kidnapped me.
Really?
Yeah, they just grabbed and thrown into the vehicle. My wife was big and pregnant, she watched it all. And there was a brother that happened to be there. He was able to follow. The police got involved and stuff.
The police returned you back here?
Yeah, they ended up in jail with him.
Who kidnapped you?
Some sort of man that got hired by them was
By your
involved.
parents?
And my father was there, and my sister, and my uncle, and this man who I don't know. And they're taking me somewhere, and they're gonna try to deprogram me.
Well, deprogram you from what you learned here?
Yeah.
Brainwash you back into what society believes?
But somebody has faith, you can't do that to others. Yeah, I was persuaded in my heart. There's nobody can take it. I've been through a lot of stuff ever since.
You're never going to be able to unbrainwash these guys because they see unbrainwashing as brainwashing. So it's they're just going to be stuck in this life forever, and there's nothing you can convince them to get out of it.
It's encouraging right now. Just going to deli. Yeah. It's encouraging, but then...
you're there 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, and our father just starts testing the very core of your being, Sometimes you have
I don't want to do this anymore.
I can't. I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I can do this.
They're just justifying that, this life's going to suck, but if you stick through it, eventually you'll make it into heaven, and Yeshua will be happy.
We spent our whole life washing dishes for the rest of our life. At the end of our life, Yeshua could come and look at us and say, "We're all done."
Yeah.
This whole situation's kind of sucks for them. They have to give up crazy sacrifices that suck to give up, but they do it because they literally think in the end it's going to make Yeshua happy. And the longer we're in there, the more and more we just see how big of sacrifices these guys are giving up.
And I'll tell you this, I actually was married from the community and I had a daughter. It's the hardest thing to give up. But at least, I still have hope that she was saved. She ended up divorcing me and get full custody of the child. At least I'm on the rescue boat and she knows that. And so my hope is that one day that she can see that this is actually the truth.
Basically, you just said because she can't see it, this is the truth, she's going to die and be tortured forever. And just because she hasn't seen what the truth is, she's going to get eternal punishment.
So all these things they're saying is just crazy to me, but we're trying to gain their trust and be a part of this cult. So I wanted to let them know that
I would never, ever judge anyone here, ever.
It's gonna come. It's gonna come.
I don't think so. You guys are all family, and
It's going to come.
okay.
It is. It's gonna come. And you gotta be ready.
Okay.
It's gonna come. You're gonna be tested. Yeah. And be tested to the very core, you know.
How'd you feel about that?
I was honestly confused because, like, why is he telling me how I'm gonna be feeling? I'm my own self.
The reason he's saying that is because he's like, everyone that ends up coming here ends up hating it because it's a terrible life. So he's like, you're not special. You're gonna end up hating it also, is what he's saying. He said, we've seen people come just as optimistic of you, and every single one of them have turned on us. Not only are you gonna turn, the world's gonna turn on you.
The world hated me, the world's gonna hate you. The world's gonna hate you. There's a time coming where everyone's gonna die. But the good news is that before death comes to us, he's let us know the terms of peace. You don't have to die. Oh, really? What must I do? Do not die. Surrender all to the greater.
If you want to make it to heaven, you have to give up everything.
So I haven't really talked to any of like the younger members. I wanted to ask them a couple questions.
Were you born here? Wow. Are you still in school here, or does that just end?
Basically ended,
Yeah.
Age 16.
Oh, and ends at 16? Cool. Wow.
I think it's really interesting that this kid was born into this. He's 16 now. It's honestly really sad though, because this is all he knows. If you're born into this and they don't associate with the outside world, they think everyone came from Satan and we're all evil, then that's what he believes. He believes everything that they believe. He doesn't know any better. So it's really sad.
But you went to the classroom right there?
No, inside the building. It burned.
Oh, it burned down?
Yeah.
How'd it burn?
Electrical fire.
Oh, what fire?
Electrical.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it was in March of 2020.
So when this guy was saying this, I remember when Lydia was still alive that she captured this on her spy watch of a 6-year-old talking about the fire and how it killed all the animals.
And 6-year-olds never lie.
Why did it burn down? Did the baby goats catch on fire?
The baby goat, there was a mother goat and the baby goat.
Did they die in the fire?
We tried getting out, we ran through the back door, we went down from the roof and we couldn't get them.
Oh, so they burned.
And they
Oh man, that sucks. They burned to death.
It's not a nice thing to tell them. I didn't tell them any about them.
So now it's back to manual labor. And we decided we were going to troll them a little bit.
Have you ever thought about doing a dubstep song? What is that? You ever heard of dubstep? It's a thing in the outside society. It kind of goes like, it's like, whoa, 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 this is whoa, 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 like that. You've never heard of that? Sounds horrible. It sounds horrible? Yeah. Well, it's really popular out in society. I don't know. I think it's the music of Satan. It's actually, it's not even music, but they consider it music, you know what I mean?
We just want clean music that leads us to our Father, you know?
Yeah.
I can't believe they don't like dubstep.
Well, that's not our biggest problem right now, Ben.
What's our biggest problem?
Well, we ended up talking to Nathaniel, one of the members, and he basically said,
What'd he say?
Just consider, y'all have to be ready to give up each other.
Yeah.
It has to be that Yahshua's first.
Dude, we can't be friends? What the heck?
well, we actually can, but Yahshua has to come first. So I'm hearing that. Yahshua first, friends second, and I want to come up with the most amazing speech at the Daily Menha.
Oh yeah, it's time for Menha.
That means it's time for all of us to meet, and then I can give my speech.
I'm really happy to be here early this morning. I was talking to Nathaniel the other day about how Yahshua comes first, and he was saying Ben and I's friendship, like it will always be forever, but you got to realize that if Ben works a deli and say I have to work on the farm, that's okay because Yahshua comes first. Or say I have to clean dishes and Ben's not with me, it's okay. Yahshua comes first. Like, I love you, Ben, but we got to realize that we're here forever, so Yahshua comes first. And yeah, I thank you guys.
Dude, they loved it. I gained their trust even more. I got a that's wonderful.
Now it's time for me to give a speech.
I was going to say, as everyone goes to bed, I don't know what I felt inside me, but I felt some type of urge to climb to the top of the mountain after everyone goes to sleep around like 10, 11, 12.
I wasn't lying. I actually did climb the top
No,
of the
I
mountain
know.
after everyone
You
went to sleep.
You climbed the top of the mountain to call me, and we strategized for the next day.
Yeah, and then they're like, why were you up so late, Ben? I was like, oh, I was praying. If you ever want to leave, just be like, oh, I had to pray to God. And they'd be like, he's going to pray to God. God's going to help him.
Let's see what else you had to say on the speech, Ben.
And I just had to get like something off my chest. I just screamed out to God and said, how can I give you everything? I'm ready to start as a blank slate, as they call it. I realized that I have been brainwashed by Christianity. I've been brainwashed by the outside world, and ready to wipe all of that out and start over as a completely new man and just completely relearn what it's like to love Father.
They're so happy.
We're about to get together with you. talk about some important things.
Yeah, they're going to talk to me about getting baptized.
I just want to respond to what Ben said. I'm so thankful that he's here and just a genuine, wholehearted man.
I mean, I feel like I am pretty genuine and wholehearted normally. But yeah, this guy's saying he was like, I can see that he really loves their God, Yeshua. I don't love God. God sucks, dude. He's going to banish us to hell because we don't believe in him, Danny. Why would I love someone that banishes me to eternal hell just because I don't believe in his existence?
Same thing with Daniel. It's tremendous what he's saying. He says Yeshua has to come first.
Oh, he likes me too.
Daniel's encouragement encourages me, and thankful they're here.
Yes, we're winning. We're gaining all of their trust. Yes, he loves you, Danny. This isn't the love bombing. That's genuine on his end also.
Dude, he loves you too.
I know, and it's genuine just like how he thinks we're genuine.
Well...
A lot of people are asking, how did you guys pull this off? Because if they're with you 24/7, how can you tell if we should start recording or not? If we should stop recording, if we still are recording, because the battery lives have a small life. So we had to come up with code words. And the first code word we came up with was,
I love you, dude. That means I'm on, I'm recording. And then if I say I'm tired, that means I'm not recording at all. So the spyglasses, they only record for an hour and 30 minutes. So I got to keep changing them out. I have like 9 pairs in the car. But if Ben goes, how are you feeling? And I go, I'm tired. He goes, I love you, dude. That means go to the freaking car and go change out your spyglasses because we're about to get some good footage right now.
I thought I was tired. I'm actually not that tired.
Love you, dude.
Love you, dude. I love you, Ben.
They think I'm just being nice and saying I love you, but
really we're actually doing secret codes to each other.
And then we like to strategize a lot.
Like once everyone's asleep, I just go underneath my covers and like text. None of them have seen me text. We only get like 4 or 5 hours of sleep a night.
Literally every single one of my glasses is fully charged, so... Are you really going to get baptized or no?
I'm going to try as hard as I can.
Does it look sketchy that we're over here talking or no?
No, I can just be there. I'm teaching it.
It's just hug, like, make it look legit.
That was so cool.
So in episode 2 and kind of throughout the rest of the series, I've been telling them that I sold my surfboard.
I wanted to sell my surfboards because I won't need them anymore.
Because surfing's such a selfish sport, I want to dedicate my whole life to Yeshua.
Because I'm older now, I realized like surfing was a selfish sport. It was very selfish. Like, what did I gain in the world? That was just a me thing.
And obviously, I only said that because I'm trying to gain their trust. I surf every single day. I'm not giving up surfing.
I'm being so selfish right now, Yellow Deli, but I will say anything to gain your trust.
And one of the members, he wanted to tell me how much he loved that I said that.
You hit it right on. There's so many people surfing out there because we don't even know. Like, we don't even realize. You know, we got to be there for them. Be like, hey,
You have to love them like they're people too, you know?
yeah, we have to give up our life and then they can see, whoa, he was a surfer, look. Yeah.
Yeah, we can't discriminate against the surfers. So hopefully you can be an inspiration to the surfing community.
I know.
Giving up surfing, and hopefully others will follow.
Yeah.
Even just one person, it'd be worth it.
This cult doesn't believe in sports so much that if they can recruit even one surfer, that will be worth it for them. But if you guys didn't know, before social media, I was like a traveling competitive surfer. I competed all around the world. So I felt like having this surfing story, I don't want to blow cover because then we'll get caught. And so I know everything about surfing. So I was like, this is the perfect story to tell them. So during this conversation, I told Nathaniel I had to go home because I'm house sitting. I actually went home to go charge the spyglasses.
And so now I'm at the cult all by myself again, and I'm talking to Nathaniel. He basically points to my watch. He's like, what is this thing? Like, why do you have this piece of technology on your hands?
This thing.
I told him like, yo, I need this watch because it's for my neck so I don't get a stroke and die because of my clogged artery.
But you're telling this cult member basically like the spy watch is basically
the heart rate monitor for me.
It's got like this heart. And so Ben's like, they'll believe anything.
Every time like my artery gets a little bit like strokey, then it sends me a notification. I'm like, this is what's keeping me alive. If I take this off, I'm going to die soon. And the guy's like...
So in the cult's eyes, this watch is considered medicine because it's helping Ben with his heart rate.
That's a serious thing, huh? Yeah, like a stroke here. That's something that's going. I think they say it's like lifelong.
We don't believe in medicine here, so if you want to get baptized, which I really want to be baptized, the watch has to go.
They're against medicine so much that he says,
if you feel like, hey, I'm going to live as long as our Father wants me to live, and I have stroke and here for years, I mean, short life for Yeshua.
If our Father wants you to die, then you're gonna die. If Ben takes off the watch and he dies, then he was supposed to die. But if he has to give up his spy watch, how is Ben gonna film? And so our alternative is this secret spy pen.
This has no technology in it, so pens are allowed in the cult, and they all carry one in their notebook. So yeah, basically before I get baptized, you have to give up everything, including my phone and stuff. But I don't want to give him my real phone because screw that. I'm not giving my phone forever just so I can get this baptized clips. The plan is to go home, get a new phone so I can give him my phone, draw my money out so that way I give the cult nothing and it's all fake.
So we're trying to like casually bring up that like you have to like go home.
But Ben, don't you, like if you're going to get baptized, don't you have to pay off your last of your mortgage and stuff too?
I need to like go back one more time and sign a paper. I pay for rent usually like a few days before the month, if that makes sense.
Let's just have counsel about it.
So they're so scared to have you leave again that they have to have counsel about it. They need to talk about it as a group for you to be able to leave.
He was talking to me when you were doing the wheelbarrow thing. He's like, Ben, if you have to go pay your rent, we'll send someone up with you. We can't have you leave by yourself again.
And I'm like, screw this, dude.
So we don't want to give up, and we want Ben to leave without a cult member. So I wanted to push it even harder.
We'd be back in 2 hours if just putting the back. Ben is not leaving. Okay.
Honestly, in person, I got pretty scared when he said that. You can't see because it's dark there. He was literally like, Ben is never leaving. Like straight into my eye, saying like, you're not like it was creepy, dude. Did you get a little freaked out?
No, I was kind of just like, if I have to escape, I guess I'll just escape again. Because I already did it once, I can do it again. And that's what I did.
Oh my gosh. Woo! Yes! I escaped!
So Ben escaped today. I'm in Los Angeles at a bar, and look who I'm with.
What up?
You escaped 12 tribes. Well, if you guys actually thought that was the end, well, you're wrong. We're going back. Next episode, baby. But are you going back today?
I'm going back like literally right now, dude.
Dude, it's like midnight right now. You're going to get back so late. Little spoiler for the next episode.
Spoilers, bro.
You go back at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
And you went into the
3
kitchen.
a.m.
You went into the kitchen and like made some food, you were telling me.
Kitchen and food, yeah.
So,
because there was no women around. They were all asleep, so I had to do the women's work myself. It pissed me off.
If you're a girl and just watching that and you're like, that was really weird for him to say, then you missed our episode 3. Our episode 3, we found out that the women have to be submissive to the men and go in the kitchen. And that's all they're good for. But I'm telling you, you're not going to want to miss the next episode. It's actually really sad. It's the child abuse episode. This cult, they call it disciplining, but it's not disciplining. They use these rods. They beat the kids. I don't even like talking about it. It's so sad.
We actually wrote a book. It says, when the spanking stopped, all hell broke loose.
And they also do a lot of child labor as well.
How old are you?
It's just so messed up. I am so mentally drained from this cult. I just want it to be over, but we're doing this for a bigger purpose, and we're gonna stay in it as long as we can. It's scary every time you're there. You just gotta stay in character. I can't break character, or I blow the whole cover, and it's so scary. We actually have 9 more episodes to still release, so make sure you're subscribed, and make sure you're subscribed to Reckless Ben because he's doing a version of this as well. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys on the next episode, back undercover with the spyglasses, upside down with the spyglasses. All right, see you guys on the next episode. Peace.
You a fool's gold. Yes, I did.
August 1st, more like April 1st, because haha, we fooled them. Don't put that part in. That was so bad. Or if you do put it in, put the part of me saying don't put it in.